with triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They start the drive with a give to Powell. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. On second down, it's Powell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Powell. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Rosen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Let's go.
Play fake. Mariota. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Rosen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's checking credit.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right there.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen, and he fires one incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They run with Powell, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota, and this one complete to Will Fuller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, Powell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They begin with a carry for Powell, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles Harris make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. An impressive punt return of 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. 7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, let's get this one.
Now Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Here's Rosen to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 19 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mariota going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Dolphins' 37-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
It's a set. Come on,
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. barrage. Bust through the tackle. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They go play action. It's Rosen. He can run for it, and he will. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sanders' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Powell. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Mariota airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 3rd down, Rosen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota throwing right, and that's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. To throw, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So with fourth down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it brings up third down.
On third down, Grant. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mariota now. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's see what you got.
Here's Mariota. Steps away to his left. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on first down, Mariota, he sets to fire deep. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Exit. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Okay, double up. Double up. 3. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the screen.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He finds his target, Fuller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here. One. Check 3. Check 3.
Mariota on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. No.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles Harris in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Mariota forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, check 24. One.
Mariota now from the 50. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Mariota now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
57. Good track. Good track.
Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check 31. Check 31. Shift. Check 43.
Toss play, Powell. A strong running. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
I'm going to run you over. He's coming.
Now Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. He'll let this, and this is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 36 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Mariota to throw it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, box drop. Let's go.
Rosen to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down now. It's Powell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 43.
Now Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On 2nd down, it's Powell, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Check nickel. Check 9. Shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. The extra point splits the uprights. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, switch gears. 45, Mike.
One final shot here for Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Falcons, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets.